It's the Flow Friday Night Sports Show, and let's head to Ouyen next, where the Kangas girls keep on winning at A-grade level, which is great news. Big weekend it was for the club last weekend against South Mildura on the road. And joining me on the line, the head Kangaroo is back once more, Caitlin Vine. How are you, Caitlin?
Great to be back. Favourite time of the week?
Yes, we get to talk about how good the Kangas girls have been. And I tell you what, it was a really interesting weekend against South Mildura. You had quite a bit of success throughout the grades.
We did, had a lot of success and a couple of close calls as well. So we're only moving up with the Kangas, which is exciting. Really good weekend all around.
Yep, well, we'll start with the A-grade girls who did it very, very comfortably in the end. The Ouyen United Kangas 50 to South Mildura 27, beating them on their home ground by 23 goals. That's an excellent win.
Yeah, it was a good win. Pretty comfortable towards the end there. But in saying that, South's team is a very young team, as is their B grade. So, it was a good win for us, but they did really well considering. So I think they're definitely up and coming. Give them a couple of years and it'll be a different story. But nice, comfortable win for us. We're really happy with it. We're just going to keep moving forward from it.
Yep, spot on. You mentioned the B grade there, and similar scoreline, in fact, 50 again in the B grade to South Mildura 27 this time. So that's an excellent win in the B grade. But how did the rest of the club go? Yeah,
good. So we had wins in A, B and C.
Yep.
C-Res, and a close call in the C grade. The girls kept up really close all the way through and just slipped at the end. The juniors, unfortunately, had a bit of a tougher day, but they're improving so much, which is really good to see. So come the end of the season, I think we're going to have some really cracking teams.
No doubt about that. You mentioned the juniors. What about the C grade? There was only 2 goals in it, but the 17s Division 1, 1-goal thriller. Unfortunately, not quite falling the right way for Ouyen United, but those girls have got their foot on the till. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, the 17s felt like a bit of a final, actually, on the sidelines. They're really close. They've just got that little bit more work to do, and they'll be there. Their coaches are really passionate, and they're doing a great job with them. So in the coming weeks, I think they'll get there.
All right, well, let's have a look at some of the other A-grade results from the weekend before we move our attention to this week. Some thrilling games. What about this one? Imperials 49 over Mildura 47. Only 2 goals in that one, a thriller.
Yeah, very interesting. As I said previously, Mildura is sort of our team that we go off, and then Imperials is who we play next week. So kept a close eye on that one, and pretty tight. So it'll be interesting to see how we go against Imps coming up. But yeah, close call there. Not surprised. I think they're pretty level teams.
Redcliffe's had the bye, of course, which meant Robinvale were probably the lowest ranked team that were actually playing. They took on Irimple and certainly didn't disgrace themselves. 58 to 41, just 17 goals in it. That might seem like a lot, but it's not really. It's only a couple of turnovers a quarter, really. That's all there was in that. Yeah.
It's funny. We're kind of expecting people to win, but the losing team seems to be getting more and more goals. So the gap is closing. I think people are really starting to find their feet.
No doubt about that. And the last game of the round was a goal fest. 109 goals scored in this game between Wentworth and Merbein. If you put 43 on the board against Wentworth, you're normally pretty happy with that, but they still went down Merbein by 23.
Yeah, I think Wentworth are just a whole different ball game at the moment. They're fast, but still a really good effort from the other team to get that many goals against them when their defence is so tight. So pretty good game, I'd say.
So that's a really good look at what went on last week. Now, if we have a quick look at the ladder, just to get some sort of an idea of where we're at the moment, Wentworth on top, Irimple second, Ouyen United. Kangas sitting in third spot with only the 1 loss, and Imperials 3-1 as well, only the 1 loss, percentage separating the 2. Outside of the top 4, you've got Mildura and South Mildura on 2 wins each, Merbein on 1, and Robinvale and Redcliffe yet to break their duck. Why does that all matter? Well, it's 3rd versus 4th this week. The match of the round in Sunraysia netball is absolutely Ouyen United taking on Imperials.
Yeah, so having the break with the interleague and then next week going in against Imperials. So I think sitting at 4th, them and us 3rd. I think Imperials are sitting at 4th or 5th in nearly all grades. Yeah. So definitely one we've got to win. I think across the board to start to really concrete our spot for final. But I'm pretty confident in the A grade that we can do it.
And we'll talk more about that next week because you are right. Apologies. 22nd of May is when you'll play them. Obviously, this week is the interleague clash. So that full round of round 6 matches comes in not this Saturday, but the Saturday after. You mentioned interleague. How many of the Kangas crew are involved?
Yeah, really exciting. We've had quite a few girls who got the call up to try out for interleague. We had one successful senior who's Kat Brown. She's unstoppable in just about any position in our A-grade side, so she got into the senior side, which is amazing. And one of our young guns, Chloe O'Brien, made it to the 17 team. She's a really strong defender as well, so awesome to have the Kangas representing this weekend. I'm sure looking at the teams for Sunraysia, they're very strong, so hopefully they have a successful weekend.
Excellent. Well, good luck to the Sunraysia crew this weekend, and that's where we'll leave it. We'll have a look at how they went next week and then preview those matches on the 22nd of May then with you next week. Caitlin Vine, enjoy the rest this week. Put the feet up, and we'll catch up with you next week.
Thank you. Looking forward to the rest, but yeah, definitely ready and ready for the next round.